What about parts that you benefit from?
Like what?
Like umbejo and all that.
No, umbejo is a thing. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back to the channel, you guys. We are back. It's Monday, so we're doing a chat room episode, and we're gonna talk. Like let's just talk. We have a question we want to answer today.
Before we answer the question, or we ask the question, or whatever, we'd like to welcome our new subscribers. Thank you for joining us. And
Shout out
to our old subscribers. Shout out to you guys for sticking around with us. We hope you are enjoying the videos.
Yes.
And yeah, then we will get to today's chat room topic.
Guys, today we are talking about like, are gender roles like still a thing? Should they still be a thing, specifically within relationships? Like we're not going into like the broader topic or the broader subject. Maybe we can some other day, but today specifically we're talking about should gender roles still be a thing within relationships?
Should they? Why?
Guys, like it's clear. Like generally speaking, you have like things that you expect from a guy in a relationship, and you have things you expect from a girl in a relationship. Typically, these would be like the guy is the money in the relationship, the girl is the everything else. Like, and all of obviously these things will
domesticated one.
Facts. These things will evolve as you guys evolve as a couple. Like Alejandro thing, he will be the bettering one, he will be the one to take you out, and you will be the receiver of nice things if you're the girl.
Just the receiver.
I can't. You're okay. What is typically expected of you?
Other guys make you do their like laundry and stuff.
Sure.
During dating stage.
Cool. So there's that. Then you'll take care of the guy in other ways. In nurturing and homely ways, I guess that's what it's called. Yeah. So now I asked this question purely because as you get further into your relationship, let's say you're now a family, there's now this thing papa will spanning, papa boa, papa is tired, newspaper newspaper, TV.
Why is it a thing then?
It's a thing. It's always been a thing. I feel like our parents' generation and their parents and the parents before them, like it's
also like
it's a standard.
Do guys not drink tea at work? Like why is it the first thing you get when you get home? Like it's always been weird for me that like you're expected to just instantly welcome indoda yasekhaya ngetiye, and for me it's just like, don't you drink tea at work? Like why? It's so weird. But anyways,
it's a mark. Now I'm home. Like I guess I'm making assumptions right now. Anyway, so the dad will be there and then just chilling, and then the mother will the tea and then the food, and then it's nighttime.
And then you go to sleep.
Yeah, you go to sleep and then you come back and then you go to work. It's a cycle, right? So this is what most of us are born into. This is what we've seen a lot of the time. And then now we are like in a different space. Like my mother and not even, let's not just keep it to me. Like our mothers are not the same as our girlfriends now. We don't have the same, I don't think we have the same experience as our fathers did with their wives, as we do with our people. Also, I now start to like wonder and question, and that's basically why we're talking about it today. I
just feel like we are, as you say, like generation of Mama Hona and our generation is way too different. Right. Like this indota is indota thing is no longer a thing, honestly. Like we've seen it happen a lot, and I personally don't think it should be like that. I don't think it should be indoda yasekhaya ingena ngetiye iba newspaper. No, I don't think there should be such a thing, honestly. Like
so what parts of if any, what parts of what our parents used to do, gender
Should be
specific,
different.
should be kept? Is there anything?
Oh, should be kept. Wow. Why it should be kept?
Is there anything you
Why
feel like
not?
should be kept? Anything at all?
Well, the thing is, I feel like the way I take the whole thing is different, because I'm not saying, for as much as I would like for you to be responsible Muntu, and clean and cook, like all of those things, as much as I would like for you to do that, but me personally, I don't like it. Not that I don't like it, but I know you won't do it the way I want it done. So
Those
for
are
me,
facts.
I don't have a problem with you not cleaning the house. I don't have a problem with you not
But I
cooking.
clean the house.
I don't know if we should call it cleaning, but anyways. But my whole thing is, I specifically don't have an issue if you don't do those things, because I feel like I want to do them myself, because I have satisfaction if I do it myself.
Okay.
But my issue is, because you know you don't do those things, be responsible enough to keep the space as it is. Do you understand?
Sharp. Let's take it broader than just you. Like, broader.
Generally, I just feel like I don't think there should be a thing where we say Mfazi has to do this, Inota has to do this, because I don't think it's fair. There might be someone else who feels like, we in this house, Siklina, you clean Monday, I clean Tuesday, or I clean Friday. I just feel like it's the way that you guys want to aka your household, because the issue also is, if we generalize things and say, generally, I don't think men should be responsible for cleaning. I also feel like we are discriminating, and we are still keeping this thing, you would say, Abafazi have to do this and this and that, which I'm against. So I will not say, I think generally it's okay for men to come back and say, oh, be welcome, Kati.
So what about parts
like,
that you benefit from?
Like what?
Like umbeja and all that.
No, umbeja is a thing. we can't even, no, man. I don't think we have to even compare the two.
Why?
We can't compare the two, because umbeja is like, let me see. Umbeja is like me looking pretty for you. Like, it's a need in a relationship.
Why is it
honestly,
my responsibility?
If you don't agree with me, like, I don't think there's any girl who will disagree with me at this point, because I feel like umbeja is that cherry on top. And when we say umbeja, we're not talking, like, there's different umbejas as well. I feel there's umbeja wa mjolo stage, and there's umbeja wa, you know.
Graduate.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying.
There's umbeja wa like married. Yeah. Adult type of thing. Mbecho wa mjolo is like, I expect you to give me money. Yeah, like we're talking day again. What is that allowance thing?
Allowance, girlfriend allowance.
Girlfriend allowance. We're talking about that, which is you kinda expect it to happen, but in adult mjolo, I just feel like it's always nice, because when we now on adult mjolo, most of the girls prefer to be independent. So it's not a matter of now you have to give me allowance on a monthly basis. I have my own allowance, but I still expect you to come here and like one day without me asking. One day you just think, oh, let me buy flowers.
No, here's the thing. The act itself is good, né? But now we're talking about it being the responsibility of the guy. Because we're talking about things being...
Okay.
Because look, the house will have to be cleaned. Either way, the house has to be cleaned. The problem is the expectation that you have to be the only one doing it. Right? Okay. So now let's bring it back to things finances, where you would benefit.
I still feel like men should.
Guys.
Men should provide for their wives. I feel, even though you like Rebecca ready to, but I feel like you have to provide more than I do.
Why?
Because I don't know, but
if you make more than me,
if I make more than you, I'll obviously take care of. And this is what I said before. It doesn't make sense to generalize these things, because it's like we're putting rules men must only provide. I feel like it depends on the, like, in the relationship specifically, or like per household, or how do you do things. If I get paid more than you do, then obviously it makes sense that I have to be responsible for more things in the house than you do, right?
Yes.
That is common sense. So it wouldn't make sense for me to expect you provide, whereas I know I have more money.
Sharp. So here's my thing. Here's the point I'm getting to. Personally, I feel it should be, things should be we should look to people's strengths as guides. Yeah. So whatever your strength is, or whatever you're most accustomed to, or like feel comfortable doing, that should be where we go with you specifically. So you want to have you have a certain standard of let's say Khwape, right? It wouldn't make sense for me to fully take up the role of Khwape if I can't reach that standard. It would not make sense, because basically we will never feel like now we are eating or whatever, right? But if the flip side was a reality, if I was a better cook than you, then it would make complete sense that I would be responsible for pizza Zamantlu.
Okay, before you continue, let me ask you a question. So what if I am good at all of these things in the house? Like, I get paid more than you, I cook better, and I clean better.
Interesting. Then no, we would have to find a way to get me to like the skill level that I need to be. Like, I would have to find a way to make up for things. Cause like, let's be real. Say you are killing it, career-wise or business-wise or whatever, right? And now you have a board, right? I still have to like feel like I'm something Mantlung. Either way, right? And that I still need to have you feel like I'm not a burden, like I'm not just a freeloader or whatever, right? So if I am not like there money-wise, I'll have to be there like home-wise. I'll have to find a way to be
That's
where I need to be.
though.
But again, also, and I don't think I have a problem with that answer, because I don't fully believe in it. Because again, is that different from saying if I then make money, I'm excused from putting in the work to be? So I don't know if that's the right answer.
Okay, Sharp. Let's
I
go
don't
back,
know.
because I feel like
Who?
what do you what do you think? Do you think gender role is still a thing, or it should still be a thing?
No, I don't think gender role should be a thing. Here's why. I feel like if you get with someone, you must you have to structure your life in a way that will complement each of your guys' strengths, but also be able to cover up each of your guys' weaknesses, right? If you are great at making money, but I am great at making it work for us, then obviously you would then be money, but then I would be, how do we figure out money inside the home? Like, once you bring the money home, how do I then make things move? Montlu, right? That's purely because that would be my strength. If my strength is just bringing the money and you are much better at Buma budget, Buma making things work, then obviously we should give that responsibility to you. I feel like it should be more a case of what abilities does each of you have? What abilities do each of you have? And how do we then make the most out of these abilities? And then also, as you go along, I mean, like, you pick up things. I mean, sure. I'm gonna make an example, Khwape, for instance. I'm not gonna be, yes, I'm not great at pizza, right? But I'm not gonna be at this level forever. There'll be things I pick up. Like, I am right now, I can do a little bit more than I used to be able to. I don't care how you're looking at me. I don't care how you're looking at me. I've done dinner nights. I've done dinner that wasn't the chips. Guys, I'm being hazard. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Your girl is denying me now, but it's okay. It's fine. Anyway, yeah. So as you move along, obviously you can't then be. I don't think you should be so involved in your strength that you disregard everything else. I feel like as you move along, you then need to make sure that you pick up new things. You become more resourceful within the relationship. You bring more to the plate as you move along. Because I don't think what you brought in the beginning of the relationship should be all that you bring throughout the life of the relationship. So I feel focus on each other's strengths and then allocate responsibility based on these strengths. So if you are bringing money, you betcha me. It was for everything until we got to that point. That exact point. Like it was then you betcha me. It's okay, you guys. Gender roles are
No, but like no, man, no, we do better, guys. Honestly, we do better, guys.
No. I'm talking about it being. Remember.
Yeah, if I get what you're saying. If really, tables are turned and
Yes.
it's the other way around.
Yes.
Then obviously.
Which.
But that doesn't mean you also can't better me because now you
Yes.
doing well
Right.
financially.
Yes. I've cooked before. Exactly.
Okay, cooker. Okay. All right. So what I wanted to ask as well is, do you think we can be able to change, not really change, but fit in our older, is it older generation?
Our parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Older generation. Do you think we can like turn our old generation's mind regarding these things, like for example the gender role thing?
Personally, I feel like I don't think it's a conversation. I don't think it's just a conversation you have with your parents or the older generation to say, well, I don't think so, blah 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 blah. I feel like it's more effective when they see it work. Like when the older generation, let's say they come Montlu, our parents or whatever, and then they see how we handle things and how we are not like specifically tied down to gender roles and whatever. I feel like that would have a bit more of an impact than just saying to them, hey, I don't think women should be responsible
like
for all the domestication.
if it's like that,
domestication.
I just feel like it might take longer if it's like that, because remember you don't have those visits oftenly. Like it's something that happens like once in a while. So if really it's a conversation that you don't have, and then it happens that they do visit one day and they find you cooking, like that's gonna be weird. Like
or maybe a combination of the two, then I guess.
Yeah, I feel like if they know from onset how you feel about these things, if they see it happen and they've had the conversation before, or they've seen where you stand regarding these topics or these things, then it makes it easy for them to see. Because honestly, like if they find you cleaning here, it's a like
one thing
when you cleaned yesterday, and this one is now
dusty.
their turn to do things, but because that is not known, then it raises questions.
Here's my thing also. One thing, and I'll speak from a guy's side, and I'm seeing it widespread. This is not specifically a comment on my own dad, because I feel like I have a great relationship with my dad. But what is common is like the dad is, look, I do everything you guys need to be done. By that he means I bring in all the money, and once I've brought the money, that's me showing you love. Whatever happens beyond that is you, right? They hardly ever form a bond with their kids, and they hardly have any emotional vulnerability with their kids and any emotional capacity to handle any conversation that could be vulnerable. That then makes the gap between you and your kids much wider, because then your kids, it's become a norm for kids to be more comfortable to speak to their mothers than to their fathers, right? And yes, for me, yes, I speak more frequently with my mother because my mother is the talker, but I have no issues with speaking with my dad. The thing about emotional maturity and emotional vulnerability and all of that, these things get better as you expose yourself to them. So now your kids feel like they have to be a certain type or a certain whatever to talk to you, and they have to only talk to you about things that are here, surface level. They never get deep with you. They never feel like they can be vulnerable with you and risk being seen in a different light with you, right? They have to be perfect every time. I don't want that for my own kids. I want to be able to have the emotional capacity for my kid to come to me and say, hey, Dad, I think I might be gay. Like I want my kid to be able to come to me with that and feel like they wouldn't be letting me down or whatever. But that only happens if you build the bond with your kids and are there and physically, emotionally, and every sense available and there, right? So if you're present throughout everything. So I feel because of this, what I want for me and my family and everyone within the family, the kids we will eventually have as well. Gender roles will not be sustaining typical gender roles will not necessarily be the good move for this household. I don't think.
Oh, for this household.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey man, do what you can do best.
I wanna just touch on what you just said now. This thing you would like your kid to be able to say, I'm gay or whatever. I just feel like that gender role thing like because you don't talk about some of the things. Like you would have this thing or or whatever, you know those parents again. So
even
that
if you don't
also
have a problem with it, your kids don't know.
They don't know. Yeah. So also I think we must normalize talking about these things, especially if you have kids. Normalize talking about all the social topics you can possibly think of, because those things are your kids will understand where you stand about certain things, and it makes it easy for them to say whatever they have to say.
Even if you don't have like a firm stand on anything, even if you don't have a firm position on whatever, even if your conversation could sway you, that is still a conversation worth having. What do you think about this? What do you think? Our parents do not have the biggest or the most information. Let's just say information. Yeah, they weren't like super informed about social issues because all of it was like there were things that were seen as ihlazo and all of those things. So the table for these discussions to be had was never set. But now we are a lot more informed about other things because we went against the norm. Our kids will inform us of other things that we might not know right now. So we will then have to get new information and maybe have a stand on it, maybe just leave it as is. You don't have to have an opinion on everything, but like have your kids be able to put something to you and be like, look, I think this and this and this and this and this about that. For them to be secure enough to have these conversations with you, I don't think you can have that whilst fully maintaining typical gender roles. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's right.
I think we're done.
Tell us what you think in the comment section. Tell us what you don't like, what you do like about gender roles, what you feel should be held, what you feel should be discarded. Let us know. Please let us also know about the better thing. I know our people are women.
Go ahead,
I know we have like plenty of women. No, but I feel like it's two sides of the same coin, but like you vomiting one and pigging the other.
No, which one am I picking?
Okay, no, you're not pigging. It's fine. Let us know what you guys think.
The only thing I said is I don't think Mpecho should pella or should be stopped or whatever. Like I feel like even if I get paid more than you do, I still feel like Mpecho is a cherry in a relationship. As much as you want me to come kakwai one day and just impress you. No, even if it is, but generally I just feel like bet on your people. Don't come here with a namutaka independent. No, like you guys don't understand. It's just the thought that counts. Like, to do it. Okay? Do it.
It's fine.
It's fine. Like, guys, even if it's just roses, that's a thing. You know, go you will find people selling those flowers. Yeah. Sometimes it will light up your person's day or mood or whatever. So do it. Like, I'm all for it. That's what I said.
No,
and I didn't dispute women shouldn't better their people. I never said that.
Okay.
I better you, don't I?
You do. See, I don't chigela you mokemere.
Also, what are you saying exactly?
You chigela me because it's like I've never touched a pot in my life.
So if you say I don't chigela you, that means, see, I'm agreeing on the camera so that people don't know that you don't.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for spending your time with us and have a lovely Monday. We are out. Bye-bye.